Hi, I'm Avril Natera, and I'm here with Dr. York. We're gonna discuss a little bit about his recent program and how it's developing. So, first of all, I would like to know, what does it mean to have a global mindset?
Yeah. So first of all, thank you very much that I'm here with you and just that we talk about the topic of global mindset, what I'm already doing since 12 or 13 years. So global mindset is even for me as a person very relevant. You must see that my wife is from Brazil. I'm working in Mexico, and this is already my fourth country outside Germany. So I'm a German citizen, and the global mindset is nowadays very relevant and important to develop because the world gets more and more interconnected. The teams gets more intercultural or even multicultural in many cases. So it's not only about how you perceive the world, but also the counterpart or team members. And a global mindset is a little bit like a success factor. So you need to know yourself, you need to know the others, and there might even be conflicts. But on the other side, a global mindset means always to look for a win-win situation so that both parties will get the best output. And this is for sure to be negotiated, but on the other side, it's also about listening skills, understanding the other one, the differences, and especially in a global business environment, we don't have the right culture, I would say. So we always need to look at, okay, how can we both go closer to each other? So this is a global mindset. It's not the Germans are not right, the Mexicans are not right, the people from India or China. It's about how can we both do good business together in a win-win situation. So this is how I would like to describe a global mindset.
Amazing. And can you describe the emerging of the global mindset program?
I mean, a global mindset is mostly about to learn competences. And you need in an in a global environment, you need different global competences. For example, how to lead a global virtual team. I mean, this is what everybody has experienced during COVID, and it's getting more and more important because traveling will reduce, and also sometimes you do not even go to the other countries. I mean, when you might be a leader, you are going 2 or 3 days into a country, you speak with the team member, but at the end, everything is over communication. So we have identified a list of relevant competences for especially for our next business managers program, professional program. And it's also about emotional empathy, or it's about listening skills. It's about to reflect yourself. So there are a couple of very relevant skills what you need to develop in a global program, especially also how to build up trust. So I mean, like I said, I'm German citizen, I'm in Latin America, and to build up trust is here completely different. It's more relationship oriented. It's not like you do your work, you do perfectly your work, and I trust you. No, it's about to connect with people. And I also needed to learn some specific competences. So at the end, it is about that you need to get feedback, you need to reflect yourself, and you also need to question what's going on outside. Reading body language. And this because the world is so much interconnected. Even we have Zoom or Teams, but sometimes we might never go to these countries and we don't see these cultural differences. But culture means communication. So the way we communicate is that we can see that people say it differently and the meaning is differently and the interpretation. And this is at the end also the program about. The program is about to understand your own mindset, because when you understand your own mindset, you are with the other person. You are already trying to understand, because when you are in conflict with your own mindset, then it's very difficult to talk with somebody else. So this is a little bit why it is very relevant, because of more and more multicultural teams, and also because of virtual team meetings, Zoom, Teams itself, Microsoft Teams. And at the end, it's about to read between the lines. And sometimes people are very direct, and sometimes some countries do not say what they want if they don't like a product. So sometimes it's very difficult. But on the other side, it's also a lifelong learning approach. No? So it depends on your position, it depends on how much influence you have, how much people you lead, but at the end it is this kind of your own reflection of your own mindset which brings you a step forward.
Of course. So you're telling us that culture is a basic fact that it can provoke some misunderstandings, that it can make us make relationships a little bit rough sometimes. So you mentioned also some skills that you need to develop in order to be a global a leader with a global mindset. So can you describe a little bit more about how your program helps the people involved to develop? What about these skills? What can you tell me about them?
I mean, what is most relevant to learn is learning by doing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you can read different books. You can read the Germans are like this, the French people like this, the people from India like this. Mm-hmm. But at the end, what are we doing? We are building cross-cultural teams, multicultural teams of different, even many different time zones. So when I look about our last program, it was from Canada till China. So those people are 7, 8 different nations are in a team. Mm-hmm. And the point is that by doing things together, like going into learning material, going to solve a case study, continuous communication during the week, and especially at the weekend, because business managers have mostly time at the weekend to do their parts, it is about that they got confronted. Mm-hmm. And somebody is not keeping the deadline, or somebody did promise something and not doing something. So, and this is something what is real, because we are trying not only a simulation, but it is about that those people need to deal with each other. They don't know each other, and the same can happen in the business world. You also cannot say, I don't want this boss, or I don't want to work with her. So the point is how they arrange it. And what we also have for sure is that we have some mentors or some coaches when there might be conflicts, what we in the last programs did not even experience, but what could be. Mm-hmm. So the point is that we always have an assessment where you see, what is my competence level? And according to the competence level, you or anybody else get different learning materials, because you might have been stronger in building trust, and perhaps in some other listening skills you might have a lower level. Mm-hmm. So according to your level, you get your own learning journey. But at the end, it's also to receive feedback. So we will provide you feedback on your learning answers. Even we provide feedback of team members, so somebody will be a team leader and receive a report from your peers. Mm-hmm. And this is what it is about. So it is about, first of all, you have an assessment, you have your own journey, it's not a one size fits all, everybody gets his or her learning journey. It is about feedback, and it is about to receive feedback from coaches and to reflect yourself. So we have a couple of elements implemented in the learning journey to make it less subjective, that everybody gets always feedback on how are you doing, where are your strengths, where are your weaknesses, where might be your blind spots, and this over 12 weeks. No? So it's a very intensive program. You need to spend time. We have a learning management system where you got a lot of learning material. And according to our reviews, we also work with different professors. Mm-hmm. So it's not only that we have participants from all over the world, even our live sessions are also from different parts of the world. So, and this makes it really multicultural. So not intercultural anymore, but multicultural, and to see that some things are differently interpreted. So, for example, business ethics from different parts of the world, ethically behavior might be differently perceived, but it is good to understand and to see different viewpoints, because at the end it is about that you are going into this transformational learning process. You reflect because of a lot of interactions. Mm-hmm. So interactions of this participants is very relevant, and this is what we are going to trigger within our program. So there are many elements. Once again, assessment, interaction, feedback, and reflection. So these 4 elements are relevant in a learning journey in order to change your mindset. And this is at the end what we could implement within a learning management system, but also because of this dynamic inside the teams.
Of course. So this is basically like a resume of how the learning method is applied, basically.
The learning method is called Experiential learning theory.
Okay.
No? So it is called Experiential learning theory because we must try new things. Now, at the end, it is about that in international business is people business. I mean, it is about products and services, but it is also about that you try, that you experiment. So me as an international business professor can tell you what works at home doesn't necessarily work abroad. So for example, in Brazil or in Mexico, you have a more service-oriented culture. So when you go into a restaurant, into a bar, you have many more people giving you more attention. And this is also the same, that people want more attention in Latin America, and you need to spend time. So like I said, building trust, you need to spend time, you need to interact, and not everything is work related. And this is completely different. And what people needs to make sense of. This is typical German. It's punctuality. It is some specific values. No? You have very structured, doing one thing after the other, and then you are confronted with Latinos, and they are doing multiple things. They are jumping with topics, and this is what you need to see, that I'm not right and Latinos are not right, but how can we build a global effective team to work together at the end in order to achieve our goals?
Yeah.
Because this is at the end that many companies internationalizes, and to have a German leadership style might be effective with Germans, but not when you lead Indians or people from all over the world. So it is also the adaptation.
Yeah, about creating this kind of neutral ground where you can achieve your goals and move forward in a more fluent way.
Yeah, I mean, I can also ask you here in this interview. You are also now doing the program. I mean, you can also. I mean, I'm the developer for sure with the whole team behind me. But you can also tell something about the skills, or where do your team members come from? I mean, you are directly engaged right now. You're closer in the material than me.
I'm very close. Like right now, I'm cursing the student program, and it's wonderful. I have a team with around 7 members all over the world. I'm the only one from Mexico, but we have people from Brazil. We have people from Poland. We have people from it's okay.
No, it's okay.
From Poland, we have people from India, so Kenya as well, Neda, which is from Croatia. Yeah. So it's a very multicultural team. It's something that we've been working on because of all the hours, the difference in between the hours. We have to be very well organized, and somehow we've been managing to do that. We've been managing even to create some kind of deeper relationships, not only as co-workers, as team members, but also, as friends. So it's been a wonderful experience, and I'm looking forward to knowing more about these, these cultural, intercultural type of works that we can make.
I mean, at the end, I can also agree on what you said. No? So we had also in our last students program that many people are getting friends because it is an intensive experience. I mean, it is still online, but people also meet physically, and they are still in contact. No? And what we also have for sure, that some members said, hey, I also applied for an international job, or I have made a career. I mean, this is at the end for us good. And on the other side, if I can say that, from our 700 participants so far during different programs, we also have nearly 70 ambassadors.
Yeah.
And this also speaks that many people would like to stay with us and believe in this intercultural, multicultural approach. Because, I mean, for sure, you have United Nations, you have other international organizations, but here it is something like we are selecting people for sure, we put people together, and also, I mean, at the end it is a very interesting program, because You don't know what's going to happen. Somebody will be elected as a team leader, getting a new role. Even perhaps you can learn, you can experiment, you can try something new. And this is something what is also relevant for people, no? To say, okay, I mean, how do you?
Well, speaking about the leadership aspect, that's, I think, an important part that we should not leave behind, because it's not only about knowing how to manage in a diverse group, but also how to manage the group itself. Within the weekly conferences, we also have some lectures about leadership and how can we become the best leader that we can become. Not only to know what to do and how to direct, but also to be an empath, also to be, very open to new ideas and to listen to our team members as well. So that's, I think, one of the best aspects of the program itself.
Yeah, let me also add something. No? So now we have different people from different parts of the world, mm-hmm. And on the other side also we have partner institutions. Mm-hmm. So we have different university with us, and at the end we also have a certificate. And the certificate has all the insignia, the logos from the different schools. So this makes it a real multicultural approach. So normally you will receive a certificate from one institution, but now, because we have the trust of many partners from all over the world, I can say it, and it's getting more and more. Even we have more than 20 institutions with us. And this also shows that people believe that we are going to do a good thing here, because what is also relevant to say is that we are, this is a little bit my slogan, but we educate the world and not the rich. So we always adapt the price to different countries. Now, I mean, the program, for sure, when you compare it to other programs, it's more cheaper. But on the other side, we want the world inside the program, because this makes it also beneficial for everybody. So we have a fixed team of 7-8 team members, and we also have the live sessions. And in the live sessions, people can connect within different people in different breakouts. I mean, perhaps you can also tell something about, your 6-7 team members, but what about the breakout?
So within the group sessions, the weekly group sessions, we have some time to go to breakout rooms and discuss the theme of the week and with other members. So it's not only that you have this relationship with your own team, but you also have an opportunity to speak with others, members of the program that are outside your own team, and that's a great opportunity to also know other countries, because you can have all the countries that are involved in the program in your own team. So you can speak to others, like people. I don't have a lot of Latin Americans here in my own team, but I can speak to, like, Rocio, which is from Bolivia. I can speak with others from Ecuador. I can speak with Brazilians. I can speak from people from Egypt also, Khaled also. So Oleski, which is he's from Ukraine also. So it's just It's very insightful. It's very complete, and it's not only the members of the program, as Jörg says. We have the experts that come to give these conferences, weekly conferences. They also are from all over the world, so you can even know how the teaching style is from each one of the members of the conferences. So it's very insightful in overall. In the overall act of being into these weekly sessions, it's very enriching, as I would say. But finally, I have one question, which is, what's the vision for the program? What do you see?
I mean, the vision is exactly to incorporate the world. So we have 192 officially accepted countries by the United Nations, and at the end it is about, we want each country as a representative inside. So I mean, this takes time, We had in the last program 35 countries. We have even a little bit of diversity within the managers. They are from different industries. Sometimes we also have engineers. I mean, you're also from engineering, so we have business people, but at the end, a lot of jobs are going to have multicultural teams. Now, it's not only business, perhaps even in art or in sports. I mean, sports we know from soccer or whatever. Yeah. But returning to the vision, so the vision is to educate and to let everybody part of the program. This is why we adapt the price according to purchasing power parity. And we always have also in the beginning a free cohort. So that we, when we have a new country, a new institution, a new university, that we give them free spaces. So at the end it is about that we have a long-term relationship. So we have, the vision is for sure a virtual learning platform, but at the end also to meet people physically and also to have some conferences. So we work with representatives, with ambassadors, and so we would like to spread this global mindset out because we believe it is a long-term success for all partners to develop it, and also we help that people grow, develop, and we believe in lifelong learning. So at the end we have different programs. We have a student program. You are nearly done with the student program, not only from your semester but also from this 12 weeks program. We have a business manager program. We also have a senior executive program later. So because in different life situations, in different jobs, you need different skills. And when you grow up in your leadership role, you always need to develop new skills. Not only the skills of, artificial intelligence or the most recent one, blockchain, whatever, but also skills because you're dealing with people. In the beginning you have more tasks, then you are a middle manager, so you have a specific learning journey yourself, because your job requires this, your function, your level in the corporate, so everything is always, you need to learn, relearn, upskill, reskill. There are these terms right now that you need to develop and grow as a leader. And like you say, when you are in Latin America, you need more interrelationship skills. When you would go to Germany, you also need to learn some other skills. So it also depends on the regions where you are going to lead. And this is at the end what people will experience. I mean, we work with WhatsApp also within, I mean, it's good for the chatting function, and it's also good to connect. And perhaps you can even also say, how is the WhatsApp communication perhaps more easy than writing an email? I mean, there are also, you can tell it yourself, what is the benefit of using inside the week this WhatsApp platform?
Yeah, it's way more efficient, I believe. Emails can be a little bit too formal, and well, nowadays not. Yes, we do use the email, but WhatsApp is something that it's in my perspective easier to use, more efficient, and everybody can see what's going on. Fast.
But what are your success factors from the program now? I mean, you're nearly done. So what would you say? What changed in your perspective? I mean, it's a spontaneous question, but perhaps you have something to say about why is it beneficial to take part in it?
It's I've been able to be more secure in myself, because now I used to not idolize, but kind of put in a little bit of a pedestal, like people from other cultures, even people a little bit more involved in the business area, even because as you said, I'm from the engineering aspect, so it's not my forte, as I would say, but I've been able to speak to everybody. It's very, in the program is very. It's all about collaboration, it's all about understanding, it's all about helping each other. So that has given me a lot of sense of security, a lot of sense of confidence even. And, I've learned about the leadership aspect, which I believe it's basic. And, I've been kind of team leader, with Alex as well. So we have 2 leaders in my own team, but Alex is more involved with the team. I speak with Alex like
somebody from
on
Poland,
the side.
somebody from Poland,
he's from Poland
and Mexico.
And Mexico. So I don't know. We connected from day one. We have the same values, and it's wonderful. So I love it. I love it. It's been very enriching. I know I can have team members, one of the best teams that I've ever had, and there are people all over the world.
And you have not even met them physically.
I haven't even met them physically, and it's wonderful. It's wonderful to see that there's a lot out there from your own country, and knowing that there's a lot of potential to grow and to have a very successful team.